And today, this is Awesome God New Life Ministries, where new life.
Enough is enough. Read the book of Jonah. Jonah 1 verse 2. Then read chapters 1 and 3. Luke 15 verses 11 to 31. The Ninevites have lived their lives in sin. They have done wicked things, and Jonah was so offended that he refused to go and give them the message that God would destroy the city in 40 days. He did not want the Ninevites warned. He wanted them destroyed. The storm in the sea was too much for the people to bear, so they found out who was responsible for it. The lot fell on Jonah. The people had enough of the storm, so they decided to figure out what to do with him. Jonah told them to throw him overboard so the storm can stop. At first, they did not want to, but they were having trouble trying to shift through safely. Therefore, they did what Jonah told them to do and threw him overboard. They had enough of the storm, and I am sure Jonah did too. In time, after the giant fish swallowed up Jonah and spit him out on shore to Nineveh, Jonah went to Nineveh and warned the people. He said, "In 40 days and Nineveh will be destroyed." Now the people knew that enough was enough, so they went ahead and changed the way that they were behaving and started following God's commands. They knew that enough was enough. The prodigal son realized the same thing. When the prodigal son received his inheritance early, he went off to a distant country and wasted all of his money living the way he wanted to. After that, a famine went across the land, and the son began to be in want. Seeing that he was receiving nothing when sent to the fields to feed the pigs, he knew this and realized, saying to himself, "My father has servants eating better than this, but here I am starving to death trying to feed on what the pigs are eating." He realized that enough was enough, so he returned to his father and repented to him. He was received back and they celebrated. Are you going through an abuse right now with someone you look up to? Enough is enough. Someone who is constantly hitting and yelling repeatedly even in times where it is unnecessary, that person is mean and abusive. They refuse to back down. The person they are affecting is saying whether to themselves or out loud, "Enough is enough." When someone is constantly being abused or yelled at, they need to just say to the person, "Please stop," because they realize that enough is enough. Now, telling or playing the same jokes over and over again, or being loud can be very annoying. Also, constantly correcting someone by saying, "Stop, stop, hey, stop," or correcting that person repeatedly is also annoying. That person who is doing their best to respect and obey is not able to learn. Then it just gets to the point where they say, "Enough is enough." A constant rule breaking should be corrected. However, if that person makes a little mistake, they should not keep correcting them repeatedly. Are we to correct wrongdoing? Of course. The Bible clearly states that. We must tell people that they need to stop doing what they are doing when it is wrong. Lashing out at them and being bitter with them and looking down at them is not the way to discipline people. It depends on the strength and the amount of the offense that determines what kind of discipline should take place. Remember this, we should always love one another. Prayer. Father, I pray and thank you that you help us to practice self-control when it comes to the things that we do and the way that we act. Help us to know that constant and excessive bickering should not be our goal here. It should be love and balance in our lives. Help us to know when it is a time to step up and when it is a time to back down. I thank you as I pray that you also help us to focus and not to get ourselves into doing wrong. Help us to correct those when they are wrong, but let us practice self-control when doing that. Help us also to know that there are flaws that we need to work on and that we cannot point a finger at others. In Jesus Christ's name I thank you as I pray. Amen and amen. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Galatians 5 verses 22 to 23. Amen.